Hi, I had this idea this morning after watching Hamilton, thinking about the idea of political correctness and the idea that for some people, political correctness has gone too far. And I was thinking about this label of what does too far mean and what does it mean to these individuals. And I was thinking about the other idea of microaggressions. And if we think of these maybe as a polarity, it could be a polarity of political correctness versus microaggressions. And the idea here is that political correctness is based on the idea of there is a correct way or a more correct way. And looking at through an NVC lens, this moves towards a right wrong sort of thinking, an either or. And yet, if we follow the idea of a both and, which I learned from Yvette Erasmus, if we follow the idea of both and, we can look at the idea of what does too far mean to someone. Political correctness has gone too far. For someone potentially on the right, it means that they can't make certain kinds of jokes. And for people on the left, it might mean that they are confused as to what's okay to say and what's not okay to say, regardless of their company. And for microaggressions, it might mean for some people that this is a microaggression and it's a way to um, do violence, essentially. So, what is the frame of mind and who's listening to it, and what determines what is politically correct and what is a microaggression? And I was thinking, when I hear these terms from anyone, what are the needs that are really alive? And for me, it seems like part of it is being staying in a right wrong thinking mode. And part of it is really how I feel about my own attitudes. In fact, my opinion is that it's my experience is it's all about my attitude. So having grown up where I grown up, I didn't really experience that much racism that I knew of. I wasn't aware of it. And so certain terms don't bother me. If someone called me a Chinaman, in most cases, it's not going to bother me. And if they joked about it, it wouldn't bother me. And but for others, my friends who are white, it might bother them to eh, hear me called that in a group, and that might be considered a microaggression by some. But for me, in general, it doesn't. So I was thinking, what is it that's alive in me when I hear the terms PC is gone too far or microaggressions? So my question to you is, when you think of these terms, what do you think? What becomes alive in you about what bothers you and what needs are met or unmet as you think of these terms? Thanks for watching.